Slide now, na? Can you please take the link?
List में, rank list. Don't set scopes and all that. पर वो है.
Hello everyone. Have the students gone? They're on holiday today. Celebrating Saturday. And we are doing which topic? Preposition. Not you. Noun. Okay, so we were doing the rules of pronoun. We have done the use of 1, 2, 3 rule. Then we have introductory pronoun. Then nominative case as well. Only 3 rules we have done. In this batch, 12:30. You miss your class today. That is why you are taking it. So have you taken any class of pronoun? कौन से चल रहा है? अच्छा वो तो उसमें ओवर हो गया आई गेस. अब आपको समझ आएगा pronoun वाला. So everyone, as we have already, almost completed our grammar section over here. You have only 2 topics remaining. Right? First is adjective, second is adverb topic. Right? After that, your grammar section will be done. Then we will be moving on to the comprehension section, right? Like close test, passage as well, unseen passage and paragraphs. And we will be looking at some important questions based on vocabulary as well. Like even though in between the classes I taught you, I have taken your so many classes of vocab as well, right? like crazy, phobia, mania, some of the synonyms, one word, homonyms, homophones, all these things we have done. So we will, over this topic over here, means pronoun, and we have done 3 rules. Yes, we were doing pronoun section over here. And in the pronoun, I just taught you the definition of pronoun. Pronoun is what? For a noun, right? If any word is used in place of a noun or means noun is known as a pronoun. And we have already talked about its type as well. It has so many types, like 10 types. Here you need to cover up. First was your, tell me, what is? We forgot. Like demonstrative pronoun, distributive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, personal pronoun. In personal pronoun, we have talked about I, you, we, they, and its objective cases, right? So we have done the rule of 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3, 1, which is already completed by you. Second type we have done introductory pronoun. Introductory pronoun. In this case, you don't have to use objective case. You have to use subjective case always. Like this is not it is me. We should say it is I. We shouldn't say it is me, because if any sentence starts with it, then it is connected with is or was. Then subjective case will be used instead of using objective case. Is that clear? And in the rule number 3, we have talked about if there is a comparison between 2 nominative cases, we always use nominative case. Like you are better than me. We should say or not? We should say you are better than I. Is nominative case is being used, means is compared with nominative case. These rules and these things we have done. So we are talking about rule number 4. Number 4. As we have already discussed in the class, demonstrative pronoun. What are the demonstrative pronouns in English? Tell me everyone. Demonstrative pronouns. When you will see how to use this, that, this, that, then we have these, those, the same and such as well, but we are talking about only this, that, these, those. So when it comes to this and these, this and these can be used for if something is, or means if any person is near to you, right? And that and those can be used for far. That and those can be used for far, right? Like those are my friends. Those means those who are far from here. And if I just say this is my pen, this is near to me, that is why I'm using this. So this and these can be used for near things, near, or that of those can be used for far. So after this and that, the verb must be singular. The verb you are using must be singular, as well as the noun. The noun you will be using must be in singular form as well. In case of this or that. I hope you were celebrating Saturday. Okay, when we talk about these and those, in case of these and those, the verb you will be using in your sentence must be in plural form, and the noun must be in plural as well. So we can easily identify if we are using singular noun, then the verb must be singular and two words will be used, this or that. But if you are using plural noun, the verb must be plural as well as there are two demonstrative pronouns, these and those. Question number 1. These are my favorite candies. Question number 2 is, those is his books. Students, those who comes regularly. Students, those who comes regularly. Will crack this exam. Will crack this exam. Question number 4 is, those was the days. Question number 5 is, this is her. Shops. Question number 6 is, the climate of Delhi is poorer than the climate of Delhi is poorer than, what do you use? UP. Question number 7 is, the roads of Mumbai are wider than Delhi. Question number 8 is, my car is beautiful than you. How can my car be beautiful than you? Is you need to find out the error on these sentences. So whenever we use this or that, verb you will be using must be in singular form and the noun must be in singular as well. So we need to find the error part or any error word given over here. If I just write down, If I just focus on candies, candies is your plural noun. Is that clear? And are, we are using are will be also your plural form. So why not use plural demonstrative pronoun over here? So we can say these or those. Anything can be used as per your requirement. So these are my favorite candies which are near to me, right? If there are so many candies on the table, I will say these are my favorite candies. If the candies are not near to me, they are far from me and right there. So I will say those are my favorite candies. Is that clear? Question number 2. Those is his books. No. Books is your plural form. Whereas those is also your plural demonstrative. Now we should use those are his books. Are we talking about near or far in this case? Near or far? Far. Those are his books. Those are his books. Question number 3. Students, those who comes regularly will crack this exam. Now we are using those over here and we are talking about plural noun over here. Student, those who. Should we say comes? No, come regularly. Because who is used, right? Who is used with, who means the verb will be used as per the subject, which will be used after, before any who. So students, those who come regularly. But this is not your demonstrative case over here, right? Student, those who. Okay, question number 4 is those was the days. Correct or not? If you are using those, this is your plural form. It must be were. Those were the days is also your plural noun. So we need to say those were the days when we were in school time or we were in school days. Question number 5. This is her shops. If we are talking about this is her only shop, not shops. This is her shop. Question number 6. The climate of Delhi is poorer than UP. Correct or not? Are we making the correct comparison over here? If we compare Delhi to UP, this is fine. If we compare the climate of Delhi to UP, is something awkward, right? So we should not say this sentence. The climate of Delhi is poorer than UP. We should say the climate of Delhi is poorer than the climate of UP. Is that clear? This can be said like this. But what we are studying here, pronoun. And what pronoun tells us? Pronoun tells us that we should stop using noun over and over again, right? So we are saying climate over here and again climate. So this can be changed by using two words over here. This is your that of or those of. With then, you use then that of those of can be used if the noun you are using in a sentence is singular. If the noun you are using in a sentence is singular and the noun you are using plural must be used with those of. But you know this sentence is also correct. The climate of Delhi is poorer than the climate of UP. There's no error in the given sentence, right? Because you have already talked about climate in both the cases, like Delhi or UP. But in order to change into pronoun case, so it must be what the climate of Delhi is poorer than that of UP. So in case of this, we should use that and off is coming that of UP. So that can be used in this sense. Those can also be used in this sense. Now the question number 7, the roads of Mumbai are wider than Delhi. Is the sentence correct? Not. Because we are making incorrect comparison. Because you can see the roads of Mumbai, we are comparing roads to what? Delhi, which is not correct. So it can be corrected by you when we will use that of or those of in a sentence as per the noun given. So when we talk about roads is your plural noun. Is that clear? Because we are comparing roads over here. So the roads of Mumbai are wider than those of Delhi. Don't use that of those of Delhi. This is the right comparison. Instead of using the roads of Delhi. Understand this? You were absent in the last class. So the answer is the roads of Mumbai are wider than those of Delhi. In this case, the climate is your singular noun. That is why the climate of Delhi is poorer than that of you. Okay, question number 8. My car is beautiful than you. This is the incorrect comparison. How to make this correct? By using yours, correct? Because we are using your car over here. And yours is your possessive pronoun, right? Which means your car. If we talk about yours is nothing but your car. So we can say my car is beautiful than your car. This one is correct. We should say yours. I just taught you possessive pronouns do not require any noun again, right? Like mine, yours, hers, his, ours. We never use noun with them. But when we will be talking about possessive adjective with my, your, his, her, we need to use noun there. I hope you have got the point. 3 or 4? It was 4. Rule number 5. Very, very, very important rule. Pronoun. We will be talking about reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Okay, we have already talked about reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun as well. The reflexive or emphatic, we have these words like myself, yourself, himself, herself. But I told you the difference between both the pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are always used after any verb, right? And when we talk about emphatic pronouns are used before any verb. Do you remember this or not? So in the reflexive pronoun case, we include myself, yourself, himself, herself, and so on. Let me give you questions based on this rule. Question number 1. They have done their work Paired work themselves. Question number 2 is we should do art work ourselves. Question number 3 is which one is correct? Myself is Ravi Kumar, or should I say myself Ravi Kumar? Only myself. Yes, you. Last bench, which one is correct? Myself is Ravi Kumar or myself Ravi Kumar? Very good. Neither of them is correct, sir. Because we never start any sentence with myself, yourself. I will let you know. Question number 4. Just note down question number 4. He and herself. He and herself have committed a crime. Question number 5 is Rahul and themselves. Rahul and themselves were friends. Question number 6 is are yourself and himself teachers? Question number 7. Question number 7 is you should avail of this offer soon. Question number 8 is you should avail of this offer soon. She needs to adapt. To this situation. Question number 9. He enjoyed the party. Question number 10 is he enjoyed in the party. Question number 11. She prides himself on being selected for UPSC. Question number 12 is you should You should keep yourself away from bad company. Bad company. Question number 30. She hid in the room. She hid in the room. Question number 14 is please turn the tap. Please turn yourself the tap. Question number 15 is last question. She bathed herself. She bathed herself. All these sentences we are going to look at important rules. You are also upset with him. Did you go shopping? Actually, there is also my student in Northeast batch. Whenever he is absent in the class, he always gives the reason. Sir, I went shopping, right? I went shopping. I was ill. That is why I could not come in the class. Okay, next question is they have done their work themselves, correct or not? Not correct. Why? Because if you are using they, then you are using their, which is correct, but we should not use themselves. It must be themselves. Themselves. Because I have taught you this point of view. If you are using them or are, they are already in plural form. So we will not use self. We will use selves. Because this is the plural of self. That is why we say themselves, ourselves. Next question is question number 2. We should do our work ourselves. Is correct or not? No. If we have used our, it must be in plural form, which has already been written. Selves. We should not use is there. So we should do our work ourselves. Question number 3. Myself is Ravi Kumar or myself Ravi Kumar. Both are incorrect in English. So I cannot start my introduction with this reflexive pronoun. Why? Take a note, everyone. Take a note. A reflexive pronoun can't be used. A reflexive pronoun can't be used as a subject. A reflexive pronoun can't be used as a subject. So as you can see, we are using verb over here and it must be a subject, right? Or there must be a subject because we start our sentence with subject usually. So this is acting as a subject, but this cannot act as a subject over here. That is why this is not said. Myself is Ravikumar, and this is actually completely, incorrect sentence. We never say myself Ravikumar, but we should say I am dash, or we can also say this is dash, and my name can also be used. My name is dash. So there are three ways you can tell your name. I am Ravi Kumar, my name is Ravi Kumar, or this is Ravi Kumar. This is Ravi. Not clear? So don't use this ever. Question number 4. He and herself have committed a crime. Now you can see over here, this is your verb, right? Means this is your helping verb, and usually we start our sentence with subject. So he and herself is your subject over here. Can we say this sentence? Because this is your subject, which is correct, but this is your reflexive pronoun. It must be she. So he and she have committed a crime. You shouldn't say herself or himself or myself in this case. Rahul and themselves were friends. Rahul and they were friends. Rahul and they were friends. Let's suppose there is a group of people, right? So we are talking about that group, particularly that group and Rahul. So we can say Rahul and they were friends. Is that clear? Okay, tell me this one is correct a sentence or not. I am myself a teacher. Can we or not? Why? If you know that we can't, then you must know what is the reason. Reason must be known to you. This is very actually important. Like if everyone, if those who are studying, means those who are preparing for SSC examination, they actually know we cannot stand any means we cannot start any sentence with myself. But what is the reason? Reason is this: reflexive pronoun cannot act as a subject. This is the reason I just wanted to ask you. So why you are using means, but why do you think this sentence is incorrect? I am myself a teacher, and how to say correct? Tell me anyone. I am a teacher. Can't I use myself here in this? Yes, I can. We can. Didn't I teach you the emphatic pronoun? Yes. So I can make the sentence correct by using I myself am a teacher. Because I am emphasizing I over here. This way I can say I myself. Let's suppose you met me on a day, right? And you were talking to me that means I'm a teacher, right? And I also want to say the same sentence. So I will say this. I myself am a teacher, right? To make the sentence emphatic or to emphasize something, I need to say this sentence. So this is your emphatic pronoun over here. This is your emphatic pronoun. And emphatic pronoun is used before any verb, right? Did I teach you or not this? Yes. But if you are talking about reflexive pronoun which are used after verb, they are known as reflexive pronoun, not emphatic. So in this way, you can say, I myself am a teacher. No problem in this case. Okay, question number 6. Are yourself and himself teachers? No, we should say, are you and he teachers? Is that clear or not? Are you and he teachers? Because again we are using this rule. Reflexive pronoun cannot act as a subject. Because you have seen over here, this is your verb and we must be using what? Subject over here. So in this way we shouldn't use this. Is that clear, everyone? Shall we go ahead? Now you need to tell me, is this the right arrangement, or we should say are, he or you? I just taught you one more rule based on 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3, 1 rule. And now then, in the last class I taught you, if your sentence is positive, then you have to follow 2, 3, 1 rule, right? If the sentence is negative, 1, 2, 3 rule will be followed. Now you can see you is second person and he is your third person. So in this case 23 can be used, which is correct. So we shouldn't say this. Are he and you teachers? If I just say this sentence, criminals. I guess you have forgot this rule. Did you? Okay, in the case of criminals, what we use? Same. No. We should use what? First means are, he and you criminals. Because criminal shows that this is a negative word and we should use 1, 2, 3 rule. So first of all we need to go for second person, then third person, right? You getting or not? Question number 7. You should avail of this offered soon. Correct or not? Now you must know a rule behind this sentence. If you come across these verbs in a sentence, avail, put down, acquit, apply, adapt, pride, enjoy, exert, and so on. So there are some important verbs. Whenever you try to use them in a sentence, like avail. Avail means to get profit, right? To get what profit? This means avail. Haven't you seen when any Amazon sale comes, or if there any discount on something? So there you can see this word avail of 10% or this something. I mean offer. Acquit means not guilty. In the case of not guilty. Apply, everyone knows. Adapt means in English become accustomed to any situation, right? Become accustomed to any situation. This means adapt. Pride, everyone knows. Enjoy, everyone knows. Exert means to work hard. To work hard. Exert, to work hard. So there is a rule in this case. Whenever you come across these verbs in a sentence, always use a reflexive pronoun with them. We should use a reflexive pronoun as per the subject given, right? As per the subject is given, you should go for reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun must be used with all these verbs. I just mean to say. Now you can see in the question number 7, you should avail of this offered soon. The sentence correct? Not correct, because what is means avail verb is being used over here. So we should say means avail, you becomes yourself. So you should avail yourself of this offered soon. So as you can see, avail will be used with reflexive pronoun with of fixed preposition. Very, very important point. This question has been asked so many times. Whenever you use avail, don't forget to use reflexive pronoun and then you need to go for of preposition. Is that clear? So we should say you should avail yourself of this offered soon. Like I will definitely avail myself of this offer, right? Next question, she needs to adapt to this situation. Correct or not correct? Why? If we are using adapt, so we should use reflexive pronoun as well as per the subject is given. She needs to adapt herself. She needs to adapt herself to this situation. This one is correct. So without using reflexive pronoun, the sentence will be incorrect. Next question. He enjoyed the party. He enjoyed the party. Again, we can see over here. But in the case of enjoy, in the case of enjoy, take a short note. In the case of enjoy, if any verb is means any object is given, then no reflexive pronoun. No reflexive pronoun will be used by you. If any object is coming after enjoy, then you will not use a reflexive pronoun because object is using as a reflexive pronoun there. If you are using, if there is no object given in a sentence, no object, then at any cost you have to use reflexive pronoun. Is that clear? After enjoy, there is an object given in a sentence, then you don't need to go for reflexive pronoun. If it is not used, then you have to use. As in the question number this, he enjoyed what of a party? This has become your object over here, right? This is your object over here. So we can say he enjoyed the party. The sentence has no error because already object is already given over here. Is that clear? But in the case of this, he enjoyed in the party. Do you see in the party is object? This is your adverbial phrase. So we should say he enjoyed himself in the party. Note down. He enjoyed himself in the party. Enjoyed himself must be used by you because this is not object over here. And there is a simple rule to know whether any object is being used in a sentence or not. You can identify if what or whom is coming there in a sentence. Means you can convert the sentence into what or whom. You can identify object. Now come to this question. If I just hide this, the party, and I just simply say he enjoyed, then what you will be asking me? What he enjoyed? I will tell you, he enjoyed the party. Exactly. So this has become your object. So there are two words, what or whom. Right? If I just say this sentence, he enjoyed, and I did not say anything, you must be asking, he enjoyed, or I will be using this in the party. Right? He enjoyed. Where he enjoyed. So if any sentence comes with where, how, or when, these are your intransitive verb, and intransitive verb not require any object. So in this way, he enjoyed himself in the party is correct. Okay, next question number 11. She prides himself on being selected for UPSC. Again, whenever you come across pride, don't forget to use reflexive pronoun with on preposition. So you can see she prides is coming, which is your verb over here. And we should use over here what? Herself. So what we are using? Himself. Is that correct? So we should say herself. She prides herself on being selected for UPSC. Okay, what we say in English? I am proud of you, or we should say I am proud on you. What we say? I'm proud of you, I'm proud on you. Proud. Don't say on. Because whenever you use proud is an adjective, noun. We always use of. But when it comes to pride, don't forget to use in the part. This is the part of preposition. Proud requires of preposition, whereas pride requires on preposition. Question number 12. You should keep yourself away from bad company. Is the sentence correct or not? We shouldn't use yourself. Why? We should not use yourself. Because there are some certain verbs. Means another rule is this. There are some certain verbs where we do not use reflexive pronoun with them. These verbs we must use reflexive pronoun, but some of the verbs like keep, turn, bathe, keep, turn, bathe, rest, hide, stop, feed, qualify, and so on. So all these verbs do not require reflexive noun, means no reflexive noun will be used by you. We shouldn't use reflexive pronoun with these verbs. So you need to cram all these verbs first. Keep, turn, bathe, rest, hide, stop, feed, or qualify. They don't require any reflexive pronoun with them. So, what is wrong with this sentence? Question number 12. We have used keep over here, right? So you should keep away from bad habit, bad company. So we should not use yourself, because you yourself will keep away from, right, from bad company. Nobody will do it for you, right? If you're bathing, means you will bathe yourself only, right? No one can make you bathe for this. Question number 13. She hid in the room. Correct or not? Correct. Because there is no reflexive pronoun has been used. She hid in the room. This one is correct. Hide. The second form of hide is hid. Third form is hidden. Hide, hid, hidden. Okay, question number 14. Please turn yourself the tap. Should we use yourself? Please turn the tap. Why you are using yourself? Question number 15 is she bathed herself. She only bathed, not herself, because bathe is coming in this list. So very, very, very important rule this is. So if you come across avail, acquit, apply, adopt, ride, enjoy, exert, always use reflexive pronoun, but there is an exception case of enjoy, right? Is enjoy is your transitive and intransitive verb as well, but not other verbs. I have taught you the topic of verb, transitive and intransitive. But whereas on the other hand, there are some verbs which do not require reflex. I hope you have got the point. Rule number, as we have already talked about demonstrative pronoun, and you have learned what is the difference between this, that, these, those, everyone. One more thing I would like to talk about is what is the difference between this and it. When to use it, when to use this, there's a confusion between both the words, right? Sometimes we try to use this, or sometimes we try to use it. Let me give you some questions based on this, then we will be talking about the rules. Question number 1 is, what time is dash by your watch? Somebody replied, dash is 7 o'clock by my watch. So you need to fill whether you need to fill this or it. Question number 2 is, dash is raining. Dash is raining. Cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. Dash is raining cats and dogs. Question number 3 is, dash is too cold in Delhi. In Delhi. Dash is 10 degrees Celsius. Question number 4 is, dash is Ravi Kumar. Ravi Kumar. Question number 5 is, dash is double line, and so on. Question number 6 is, the child has broken dash legs. Question number 7, do we say today is my birthday? Today is my birthday. Almost everyone speaks this sentence, right? Or tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow is a holiday. Question number 8 is, cow is a domestic animal. Cow is domestic animal. Dash gives us milk. Question number 9 is, India is a democratic country. Dash has 28 states. and 8 UTs and 8 UTs. What a beautiful girl, what a beautiful building. Dash is. The rules of it. It must be used with time. If any time has been used in a sentence. Temperature. Talk about weather. Point number 4 is we talk about animal. Point number 5 is any country we talk about, we have to use it. If you use child, infant or baby, then also you have to use it. 7th is for exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence, whereas exclamation sign must be given in a sentence. These all are the rules of it. And this will be used. First is for introduction. In order to introduce yourself, you should use this. As I already talked about this. Point number 2. If you are sharing your contact number or you want to tell your contact number, question number 3 is for non-living thing. Non-living thing. We use this. Non-living thing. We use this. Fill all these fillers by using this or it. Fast, everyone. Fill all these fillers as the rule has been taught to you. What time is it by your watch? Then I must be saying it is 7 o'clock by my watch. We shouldn't say this is because we are talking about time. Time can be your any event, right? Like birthday or anniversary, wedding. As it just come to the question number 7. Is the sentence correct? Today is my birthday. Today is an adverb. This cannot be used as a subject, right? But we say this sentence frequently. We should say it is my birthday today. It is not. It is my birthday today. We should say not today is my birthday. Because there are two rules are being applied in this case. First is today, tomorrow, yesterday, last night, last morning. These are your adverb of place, right? They are usually used at the end of a sentence. So what today is doing here in a sentence at this starting. So this cannot be used. Second thing is this. If we are talking about my birthday or holiday, it denotes, both the words denote what? Any time. And for time we have a suitable word that is it. So we should say it is my birthday today. No doubt. As tomorrow is holiday, no, we should say it is holiday tomorrow. Oh, this is holiday, it is holiday tomorrow. You are making the incorrect sentence. It is holiday tomorrow. Okay, question number 2. This or it. Dash is raining cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs. Not this is. Cats and dogs means heavy rain. Pouring, something pouring. The next question is Dash is too cold in Delhi. Dash is 10 degrees Celsius. It is it is too cold in Delhi, right? Not this is too cold because here we are talking about weather. And in the next sentence, it is 10 degrees Celsius. We are talking about temperature. Don't use this. Next you have is Dash is Ravi Kumar. This is Ravi Kumar. To introduce myself, I have to say this is Ravi Kumar, not it is Ravi Kumar. And in the case of contact number, we should say this is 999958 and so on. In order to tell your contact number, we should use it. So, this, here it. Question number 6. The child has broken dash legs. Not it, its legs. Because the possessive case of it is its. And some of the students must be thinking, sir, we are talking about child, so why we are not using his or her? Are you sure whether the child is a masculine gender or feminine gender? You're not sure. Okay, if you come across a word baby, is this your masculine or feminine? Not sure. We have to, once we say baby boy, baby girl, right? So this is okay. Cow is a domestic animal. It gives us milk. Because in this case we are talking about any animal. Question number 9. India is a democratic country. It has. So when we talk about country, it has 29 states and 8 UTs. If I am not wrong, this one is correct or not? At present, I guess there are 28 states and 8 UTs. Next question is, what a beautiful building. This is or it is? It is. Or exclamatory sentence. should say it is, not this is. Is that clear? I think I should teach you the second last rule here, but not in this class. We can cover up this topic. We need, half an hour more for this to complete this topic over here, right? In printout case. Rule number 7. We'll be talking about each other and one another and one another. Each other and one another. Each other and one another. Can anybody tell me the difference between each other and one another? Does anybody have any idea? When to use each other? Or one another? One another. Each other can be used for two people. And one another can be used for more than two people. Like we can usually use 3, 4, 5, 10 or 1000, right? So we just say one another. There must be some questions based on this so that you can understand what it is all about. Like Ram and Sheetal fought with dash. Question number 2 is they both love dash. They both love dash apostrophe S company. Question number 3 is they both kissed dash. Question number 4 is all the students यहाँ तो लग नहीं पाएगा हाँ तो भी ठीक है वहां से उतार आ जाएगा हाँ तो यहाँ भी रहेगा यहाँ लगा दिया तो है ही all the students are competing with dash other to get this prize. Get this prize money. Question number 5 is we should love dash apostrophe S company. Question number 6 is most of the students in our class rely on dash others notes. Sorry, apostrophe S notes. Will all these periods pass? Will all these periods pass? Sheeta, not Seetal, it is Seetal. Ram and Sheetal fought with each other. Because there are only two people. Each other. Don't use one another. They both love dash company. Apostrophe S is coming with company. What do you use then? Each other or one another? Because we have used both over here, which shows there must be two persons, right? So we are using they both love each other's company. Each other's company. Question number 3. They both kissed. One another. We have no word but to kiss everyone in the class. Question number 4. All the students are competing with, because we are using all the students over here. And in all the students we can see there are more than one, more than two. So one another. All the students are competing with one another to get this prize money. Question number 5. We should love dash apostrophe company. One another. One another's company. And the last question is, most of the students in our class rely on dash apostrophe notes. The sentence correct is reality. But I have seen with the most of the students don't make their proper notes. So we have seen most of the students, which is your plural, right, noun over here, and we can say there are more than two people or students in our class rely on one another's. Is that clear? So we have done all 7 types. Only one rule is remaining now, which will be based on relative pronouns, right? I have taught you relative pronouns, where we will be talking about who, which, that, whom, and whose as well. And this rule will be completed in the next class. But within 2 minutes, you just revise the things what we have taught in the class today. Revise the thing. And in the next class, don't forget that we will be starting a new topic, right? That will be your adjective. Are preparing for SSC CJ examination or any other things like banking as well, PSSC. And has anyone appeared before any competitive exam like SSC and PSC? No exam. One time, twice. So how was the experience? Was good or it was average? Average. And you got how many marks? Approximately 62 marks. So you need to just work hard to get around 4 points. In order to get 100 plus marks, you need to. It's not good, not bad. Good. No, actually, most of the classes I have taken, right? Not so real. I have done so many vocabulary as well in the class. I have taught you crazy as well, mania, phobia, culture, words related to culture, and some of the words related to homophones, homonyms. But yeah, you can say that on the other hand, you are preparing for this exam, so you need to cram by your own. And there is only one thing: a teacher can teach you this, vocabulary section, but not the entire section. This is a vast section. When it comes to vocabulary section, you need to cram around 15 to 2000 words, glossary words for this exam.
Only.
Huh? It's up to you. But most of the students, what they think, that we are, cramming the antonym and synonym from any standard book, and we will definitely get good marks. But it does not happen until unless you exceed your limit. This must be around 1500 to 200, which will be your difficult words. The words you know right now will not be counted. The words which you don't know and which are generally asked in previous year examinations, which have already been asked. Right? So this can be done when you just go through the synonym and antonyms around 500 to 800 plus. That will be enough for you. And this section is not unlimited. This is also limited section over here. Once you cram all those vocabularies which have been already asked in different competitive examinations, and you will get in a book. The name of that book is what? Have you purchased any book from the market or not? Till yet? Have you? Black book. Black book is something advanced level, right? And Black book is is a recent book. When we talk about old is gold, that is Print to Paramount. Have you ever heard? Print to Paramount is one of the finest books ever I have seen in my life, and I have ever read. Right? And the second book you can also go for is S.P. Bakshi. It was sad in the old days when the students used to prepare for this examination. 90% content of the vocabulary was stuck from that book. Print to Paramount is this book you can purchase and try to learn the vocabulary section from that. I can assure you for that, if you have revised that book once, twice, thrice, you will definitely get 90% marks. Means if it is your 50%, right? 50 marks, then you will get around 40, 42, 45, 40, and you can also get around 50 out of 50 if you are good at this section. So if you want to, in order to complete the vocabulary section, you may refer that book. Very great. Or the other source you have is your teacher. All the PDFs I have provided to you, just go to the Telegram app, just download it, and just try to recall and cram all those vocabulary. Because those vocabulary we have included in that section, because we know that all those vocabularies have already been asked and they are frequently asked. For your information, I would like to tell you one thing. 60 to 70% of your syllabus is revised or repeated every year. CGL, CHSL or NPSS. So if you just read and cram, that vocabulary from that book, that will be enough. And even they do not provide so many classes, right? So that I can complete your vocabulary section. It took so many, it took so many days to cover up your grammar section over here. Now, if we talk about the vocabulary as well, so it will take your, half of the time from your preparation. So it's better to revise by your own. Whatever book you have in English, just go and revise it. This is the solution of vocabulary. Okay, everyone. So we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye-bye and good night. See you in the next class. Bye-bye, everyone. Yeah, but one more thing, last. After the completion of grammar section, we will be focusing on vocabulary. Right? You will be given around 10 to 12 classes based on vocabulary and comprehension section as well. So don't lose hopes. Okay, bye bye. आपका भी एसएससी है? पहले दिया था आपने? फर्स्ट टाइम देंगे. लग जाओ बस अब अच्छे से. भाई कट ऑफ आपको पता है बहुत हाई जा रही है आजकल. कट ऑफ को क्लियर करने के लिए इट्स नॉट अ पीस ऑफ केक फॉर ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स. इसलिए अभी से अगर लगोगे यू हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम नाउ. नॉट 6 months अराउंड. तो उसमें we are so
Hello, hello, hello. So, chapters. Look, if anyone, which I don't think so, if anyone who is continue in this triviality batch means not the absentees, continue student. If anyone, then tell me exactly. If I have the number of parents of this batch, then you guys will see what can I do. And there will be parents teacher meet. Yes, what should? Like this. Yes, why you send your word? To take class. In Delhi behind you, yes. Hello, how many days in a week? 6. They come for 2 days. They enjoy 4 days in Delhi. Right? So, or just listen and tell me. No, I'm not going to deal in find missing number today. It's so hectic here today. First was, we did number odd one out, 3s1 no, right? At Dhaka. We did number series type 1. We did letter number coding decoding. We did number to number coding decoding. We did find missing number. We did those questions in reasoning which ask like the ratio proportion, analogy, right? And we did the find wrong term. Find wrong term. And we did set analogy. Those 3 numbers in a bracket. Again 3 numbers in a bracket, right? Done. Now come to the GS section. We did odd one out in general awareness. We did Venn diagrams. We did logical sequence. Do we? Understand the meaning of logical sequence. You have 5 or 6 names, you have to arrange those names in a sequence. We did. Nice. And then GA analogy. It's like Manipur is somewhat related to Imphal. In a similar way, Nagaland, Kohima, Rajasthan, Jaipur, Maharashtra, Mumbai, wow, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Karnataka, Bangalore, Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. Look the level of GA. Jharkhand. I'm the capital of Jharkhand. Ranchi. UP. Bihar. Patna. These are famous states, huh? Goa. Panaji. And Gujarat. Gandhinagar. Right? There are 16 and 17 types in analogy GA. Next, listen carefully. Time is somehow related to second as a unit. Time is related to second. In the similar way, force is related to. I want to see my big face on screen. Look, during COVID, I never used mask. There was a reason behind this. Remember those surgical masks? So I wrap here, and that got break from it. That gum. Then I use a gamcha. You guys know gamcha? A cloth, big cloth. Question is like this. Look, time is somehow related to seconds. Force. Tell me. Singara khayega singara. Huh? Force. Newton. Newton. Sound. Look, there is a method. Something around 10 years ago, an institute called Mothers in Mukherjee. The management want a suggestion from me. They want that, sir, we want to organize a PTM for local students. I said, okay, that's very nice. It's a new thing in competitive classes. They said, any kind of advice from you? Oh, yes, I have a great advice. Well, what? Call mothers for the girl student and call father for boys. If you call mother for boys student and father for girl student, then there is no effect of parish teacher meeting. Our personal experience of it. In my school, my old friend accompanied their mother with it. In parish teacher meet. Right? So there was no effect. My mother was pure housewife. Pure. Don't want to visit anywhere. So my father, remember that company Java? My God. So from 600 meter, we know that someone coming. And then there was a parents teacher meet like, yes, did anything mishappening or something? He did. Yes, sir, a lot. And then after the result of PTM, we're moving from school to house. Father, stop bike. Hey, come. Stop. This is my personal experience. So, force Newton, sound decibel, frequency, hertz, right? Okay. Heat, joule, energy, joule, work, joule, power, watt, area. Look at my daring. How daring I am. But I'm teaching general awareness in this batch. Although I know, because you are not my first TKLD group. Right? This one is my sixth batch of TKLD. Sixth. And each single batch has same properties. Same. Whenever I start GA questions in reasoning, there are 4 chapters. Ask, okay, tell me. I'll get back, but now. So, area meter square, volume meter cube, capacity liters. Right? They ask in reasoning like this. You see the papers. Next. Thermometer is somehow related to temperature. Thermometer is somehow related to temperature. In a similar way, barometer is related to. After this, what first? Tell me. Wait. Today there is no answer on his screen as well. Very nice. Tell me, what is it? Thermometer used to measure the temperature, right? How barometer used? Why you guys turning the pages? This is not called cheating. This is called robbery. And daylight. Barometer, air pressure. Right now. Barometer. Lactometer. Odometer. Seismometer. Hygrometer. Speedometer. So they're not going to ask like this in this style. They're going to ask you like the style like means thermometer temperature, then anyone, and then 4 options. But for me, options are like you want to borrow some money. Options are like this. Right? Options are like restart buttons for those who has something stored in mind. Right? For those. Barometer, lactometer, odometer, seismometer, hygrometer, speedometer is 5 more manometer. Ammeter, oximeter, voltmeter. Answers. Oh. Air pressure, lactometer, density of milk, purity of milk. Milk lines to test that is this any kind of adulteration with milk or something. Odometer, speed is the part of vehicle. Seismometer, earthquake. Hygrometer, speedometer. No, there is a difference between speed and velocity. Remember that 8th standards physics book, scalar quantity and vector quantity. Speed means 90 kmph. Velocity means 90 kmph north, south, east, something like this. It's 5 more manometer. Blood pressure. Ammeter, current. Oximeter, oxygen. Oxygen level in body. Voltmeter, voltage. One more, one left, only one, the easy one. Cardiometer. Heartbeat. It can measure only the heartbeat, not the reason behind the heartbeat. Next, there are 70 types. I tried to finish three verbally. State capital, SI units, but this one third. I never write this one on board in any batch. Done? Right. Okay, next. What is the relation between king and palace? Dwelling place. The name of the place where used to live. Dwelling place. Okay. Right. Yes. Pen. Style. Remember that ice house means there must be a sound in the screen of exam. Remember that ice house. Eskimos, igloos. Okay. What is the house of arms known as? There are two names. One is armory. Arsenal. In armory, only those arms which we can leave behind. In arsenal, as well as those arms which are present in armory, as well as like rocket launchers, cannons, right? Armory. So if they ask by giving two options like this, you have to give preference to arsenal. And Arsenal was the very famous football club, I think. Drogba. Remember Didier Drogba, a footballer? Yes. Arsenal. Soldier. Is it cantonment or barrack? In cantonment, a soldier can live with family, and in like Dalikent, there are so many civilians also. So soldiers barrack. Loco yard. And that's why the name of the train driver, loco pilot. Then, and the train comes under automobile sector or the locomotive sector. Locomotives, right? Loco engine, loco yard. Done. Next. Tennis court. Game and place of play. Tennis court. Biggest boring game. Huh? Answer. Switch. Look, we have to take mark those answers which give us number marks. This is the headquarters of all India Football Federation. AIFF. Your options are Mumbai, New Delhi, Kolkata, Kerala. New Delhi. Yes, near my home. Exactly. Look, I'm very much tired. I don't want to drive bike or car now. So I use metro. Metro is jam free, right? And in Delhi, if you want to drive bike or car on road, as a driving license, you must have know some abusing language. Yes, exactly in Delhi. And I'm tired of that. So I never use my vehicle cards or something. Now what? First, I took bus. In initial days, when I shift from Janapur D block to Najapur, the suburbans of Delhi, to enjoy the life of village, free lands, vegetables. Yes, I purchase vegetables direct from farm. Like this, yeah. How is this radish? So for you, 10 rupees kg. Like this. I love the village life. That's why I never trap in the something called deceiving or bluffing of the towns, city. That's why I don't have filter here. So what happened once? I moved from bus to take metro Dwarka sector 9. And now metro, at that time metro is 30 minutes far from my house. And now metro is 4 minutes far from my house. Yes. So what happened was, look. In my father class, I'm still not a good person. I'm still a villain. But I'm a good person. What happened was, look, my ancestral home in Bihar, there is a place called Darbhanga. So my two brothers, one is my idol, Praveen, another was my junior DSP in Jharkhand Police, Nitin. They built our ancestral home. And then after 2 or 3 months, I took leave from here. I went to my village and asked my mom that, I tell my mom that, give me some work also. I'm a responsible person. She said, ask your father. She helped me. My father gave me a job that built a water tank on the roof. Oh, village. So, properly, I born in Dharwad, Jharkhand, but my ancestral home is in Bihar. So I visit my ancestral home, like farmhouse. And then the job was to build water tank. Hello, it's village. You can't put plastic tank. You have to build like cement. So I searched the mason. Then mason came. I told him, look, in India, we can't ever eliminate the untouchability because of village. I was on chair. It was something around 2010 or 11. I was on chair. That mason came. He was like, hey, come sit beside me. Sit on chair. For how many days you came here? I said, for 7 or 8 days. I have to live.